What calories are you burning when you don't have any food coming in during a workout? That's what I'm going to answer today in Ask Yuri.
Ask Yuri. You've got a health and fitness question? I've got an answer.
Okay guys, so what happens if you're working out on an empty stomach, you haven't had breakfast or lunch, and you're working out? What calories are you burning? And that's what Jeneth wants to know. And specifically her question is, what calorie do you burn when you have no calorie intake when you work out? And that's a good question. And it really depends on where you are starting with. So let's say there's a lot of different variables here, okay? But generally, okay, if you have very little blood sugar, okay, your body's going to turn to blood sugar first. That's the immediate source of fuel. If you have very low blood sugar, first of all, you're not going to feel very good, so you'll know that. Secondly, once it goes through the blood sugar, it's going to start tapping into muscle glycogen. Muscle glycogen is stored carbohydrates in your muscles and your liver. And it's kind of like a bushel of grapes that your body breaks down to individual grapes, and those individual grapes are the glucose molecules that your body uses to produce ATP, which is your basic unit of fuel. Now, if you're low on glycogen, what happens then? So let's say you haven't had any food for the last couple days. For whatever reason, you've been walking in the Sahara Desert and you've had no food. And then you decide to go and get a crazy workout in. What are you going to use as fuel? Well, at that point, the reality is that your body's going to be really working on fats and ketone bodies, and maybe some protein by that point. The thing here is that everyone is a little bit different. Okay, if you have a lot of fat in your body is most likely going to tap into that a little bit sooner. If you have less fat, then you're not going to be able to tap into that as soon. And it also depends on your fitness level. If you're fitter, right, what the cool thing is that your body actually spares its glycogen and taps into fuel sooner during exercise than somebody who is unfit. Because essentially what you're training your body to do is save its muscle glycogen and turn to fat as a fuel. Because fat is actually a much more efficient fuel in the sense that it yields 9 calories per gram instead of carbohydrates, which are only 4 calories per gram, okay? So it's a more high yielding type of energy source. So it really depends. Let's just say you missed breakfast or you're not having breakfast, you go to the gym and have a workout. What are you using to burn for your fuel? And the reality is that there is some benefit to fasted cardio. So fasted meaning that you have no food in your system. Some studies show that there's some benefit in terms of more fat is being used as a fuel source, and that's fine. But the thing is, remember this. If the fact that you don't have any food in your system compromises your ability to work out, then there's really no point in doing that. Because I've had workouts where I've gone to the gym in the morning on an empty stomach. Some of the workouts have been great. Other workouts, I remember just recently I did the deadlift workout in the morning. I had no breakfast, no fuel in my system, and I just felt like crap. I mean, I couldn't even lift 50% of what I normally do, and I just said, why am I going to waste my time here? And so I just called it a day. Did some stretching and some foam rolling. So you have to understand that there's a compromise where if there's no food intake or no fuel input into your body, then the intensity and the quality of your workout might suffer. So you have to see what time of day is best for you. And the reality is that you're not going to burn what you burn during your workout anyways. It's going to be very insignificant compared to the overall effect of your overall workout and dietary regime. So what I mean by that is a lot of people think about workouts as their time to repent. It's like they're repenting their sins. They had a lot of food eat the night before. They're like, oh my God, I feel like crap. I'm gonna go to the gym tomorrow morning and kill myself and burn 1,000 calories to kind of level the playing field. Well, it's very easy to eat 1,000 calories. You have a Big Mac combo at McDonald's, you're already there in 5 minutes. To burn 1,000 calories in the gym takes a long time and a lot of hard work. So when you go to the gym, instead of worrying about what the treadmill is saying in terms of how many calories you burn, which is really not accurate anyways, think about this. What investment can I make today in the gym that is going to yield a specific results over time? So it's like investing your money, okay? You go to the gym, the best investment you can make is building your muscle mass. Because when you do that, that is what is going to sustain a healthy metabolic rate even when you're not working out. So you can go to the gym and do cardio, that's great. I mean, you can wear your body away to nothing doing cardio, but the problem is that when you leave the gym, there's a very, very small long-term benefit to that cardio session. Even if you're doing high intensity interval training where your metabolism is staying elevated for several hours afterwards, again, that's a very short-term effect. Whereas if you go to the gym and you say, hey, you know what, I'm gonna actually do some strength training today and actually build my muscle, build my lean mass, that is gonna stay with you for a long time. And that is what's going to keep you lean for good. So you're sitting on the couch watching your favorite TV show, you're doing work, your muscle mass is burning through calories because that's what it does. It's much more metabolically active than fat. So I know it's a little bit off tangent here, but I want you to think about, I don't want you to get into the state where you think, okay, well, if I don't eat anything, I'm going to burn fat as fuel during my workout, or if I eat something, I'm not going to be burning fat. If you eat something, you're not going to burn as much fat. But again, you're not going to burn as much fat anyways during the workout. So don't think about what you're burning during the workout as the barometer of how many of your success. Okay, think about what I just talked about in terms of what you can do today that is going to have the biggest bang for your buck in the long run, which is, again, it comes down to strength training and building your lean muscle mass. Okay, very important to understand that. So Jeneth, thank you very much for the question. Hopefully that has opened your eyes and given you an aha moment. And for everyone else watching, hopefully it's done the same. If you guys have any other questions, be sure to join me over at Facebook. I'm on there every single day posting awesome stuff, answering your questions. And if you want your question answered in an upcoming Ask Yuri video, be sure to post it on my Facebook wall, and I'll do my very best to answer it in an upcoming video. And in the meantime, you can subscribe to my channel. There should be a subscription button somewhere up here. And if you enjoy these videos, tell your friends. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.